Please read the disclaimer. Hello, beautiful people. Shalom, money makers, XRP holders. This is hard. You'll understand what I mean by this is hard. In the video, we'll talk about XRP price action. We'll talk about some people in the XRP community that have had a rise and fall, and it's looking pretty bleak for them right now. We'll talk about the institutional data, the financial data that is coming out today that we need to watch out for after we had PPI data yesterday and the market reacted kind of blandly. It went up a little bit, went down a little bit, but not, I think, what many people are waiting and hoping that the market does. So we got your latest and greatest XRP news, crypto news, Bitcoin news, all the latest and the greatest. All I ask is that you give me a beautiful smile to send out those good vibes. Smishity smash that like button. And I have a question for you. Okay. So I'm thinking about, I want to do a remodeling here. Let me know, what's a better look? What's a better look? The nice blue studio, right? Or maybe this, a little bit more hip, a little bit more, maybe we change it up a little bit, sometimes this, sometimes that. So we're going to go for the blue studio. You're going to drop a comment A in the comment section, Studio A. And if you like Studio B, you're going to drop Studio B in the comment section. Okay. And so you're going to help me out figure out what's a little bit better. Or you know what? If you think I should play with it and sometimes this, sometimes that, drop Studio C. Okay. Let's get into it. Currently, XRP is sitting at $2.19, almost $2.20. Flat, right? 0.12% on the day. If we're looking at the 4-hour chart, XRP did have this crossover on the 1348 EMA that happened when we had that. Remember that 4 hours of very strong volume for XRP on Monday, where XRP was, at one point was around up 10% on that day, but ended up pulling back on Tuesday with the rest of the crypto market. Bitcoin is still at 87,000. So, Bitcoin didn't even participate really in the Monday morning upward movements that the rest of the crypto market saw, and is, you could say, lagging a little bit behind, which is interesting. Bitcoin is the Mac Daddy, right? The OG, the one that most people know. Like if you would just go to random people on the street in the US, in the UK, in Europe, and you ask them, what cryptocurrencies do you know? I think most of them will know what Bitcoin is. Some might know what Ethereum is. Some might know XRP. And then the rest, they probably don't know, right? And so the fact is that right now, it seems that a lot of what happened with Bitcoin was from that unraveling of institutions that we talked about, an institution or a market maker, someone that got really hurt on 1010, right? And has been, liquidating their positions in order to cover some of their losses. That's the theory. That was my theory, by the way, in the first few weeks. And then more people started coming out, reaffirming my theory. But what's interesting is we're getting closer and closer to a potential crossover here on the 1348 EMA for Bitcoin, for Ethereum. Solana already had one, right? And XRP already had one on Monday. So again, this will be interesting to see. On the daily chart, we're pretty far away from any type of crossover, right? We had that going into October 10th, where we had that crossover. And since then, the prices have been down. But if there is a recovery, if Bitcoin can, recover back to 100,000, potentially that could signal. XRP, if it gets to around 238, 240, that could signal. But very interesting. XRP, since the low here, since the bottom, is up around 20%. So it's a 20% recovery. Now, I know some people might say, well, 20%, that's, I don't even turn on my lights for No, but 20% is a nice return. I know in the crypto market sometimes that can seem a little bit, especially when some people are using these big leverage numbers, and then they end up they end up on this graph here, right, of liquidations. But if you do use a little bit lower, leverage, it can be very, very beneficial. We still have our leverage positions opened up with our partner BYDFI. You can see here up 51%, 52% on the XRP position, 2% only on Bitcoin, right? Because Bitcoin has been a little bit less. You can see I open it up at 86,000. We're at 87,000. But if we get back to 120, somewhere that range, that would be a very nice return. And also the XRP, I opened it under $2. So we're already at 220. So that's where we got the 50% and also a little bit of higher leverage on that one. If you are interested in doing something similar, if your heart desires, you can go long, you can go short. We do have the promotion still going on with BYDFI. We're giving out they are giving out together this big amount of XRP in the raffle. And you can participate here. You can be part of the event according to how much you trade. You can sign up. You go to my website and you scroll down here. It's in the description down below to BYDFI. You open it up and you can sign up and you get these bonuses once you sign up. Also, there is a Telegram group for whales. We have, of course, the free and open Telegram group for everybody, but there is an extra one for whales. All the data about that is in the free Telegram group. So join the free Telegram group and then you'll get all the data. We already have over 500 people in that community. So again, if you want to be part of the community, all you got to do is join the open and free Telegram group. We also have a Black Friday, birthday extravaganza there. And to be part of that, all you got to do is follow me on X, subscribe to the channel, and enter the Telegram group. Easy peasy. Again, if you use my link, it is an affiliate link. So that way you can support the channel. If you're already trading, if you're already, maybe on another exchange, or you want to, support the channel that way, so you can do it with BYDFI. It's available in the US, Canada, UK. So if you're interested, link is in the description down below. I think, well, in the US, they have license, but make sure it's available in your country, okay? And see if it's good for you. Again, you can make a lot of money with leverage. You can lose a lot of money with leverage. You have to be very careful with it. Again, please trade responsibly. Again, this is only what I am doing. My opinions on the market. This video is only for educational and entertainment purposes only, not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence before you decide to invest. Very, very important. The crypto market can be a hard place, right? We do have these events that are coming up today with GDP data and PCE inflation data. So watch out for that today. New home sales data. It's the day before Thanksgiving, so things could be kind of wonky. People could be traveling today. The markets could be pretty, flat, but on the flip side, any of this data could rock the market. And that's why the markets are so hard, right? And as we continue to see, the crypto market, especially, kind of lose some of its allure, lose some of its pizzazz. You see people losing interest. It gets hard, right? It gets hard to wake up day to day and look at the markets and see what's happening. And you see like the interest in XRP is coming down, and you see the interest in Bitcoin is actually pretty much the same, right? It's just from web searches. Let's see, just YouTube search. Interesting. Yeah, it's been coming down since the beginning of the year. Also YouTube, right? You can see had the peaks in June, July, and in November. So it gets hard just, looking at the markets, analyzing the markets, but every single day there's opportunity, right? Today there's some that are up. There are that, pull back. There are new ones. There are new runners every single day. And that's why it's important to have your ear on the ground. That's why it's so important to subscribe to the channel to get daily updates. Things can change very, very fast. I learned that, wow, it's already, what is it, 2, 3 years ago. And I just saw last night someone in the crypto market. There was one of the biggest people, one of the biggest persons on YouTube, and their downfall has been documented. It's been out there. It's been for everyone to see. It's to his fault also because he was putting everything out there. I don't really like. I usually never do this. Like I never call out people. It's not a call out. It's a concern for his well-being. I used to watch his videos sometimes, and he's in a real bad situation. Um, Mr. Ben Armstrong here. He's got his YouTube channel back, and he's doing live streams and doing videos. His YouTube channel, the big one, is not back. He created new ones, and he talked a lot about XRP, and he was very big in the XRP community. And I don't know, he looks even just he started uploading again about a month ago, and he was looking much better, and just looks really like I don't know what's going on with him. He looks bad. I'm concerned for him and his well being. And this just, reminds us that in an instance, you can be on top of the world. You can have, so much money. And then in a blink, in something you do, something that happens, something and it just makes me sad. It makes me sad. And it's hard. And, I've been thinking a lot about this, how things can change recently, very fast, and how, just, with a family, with everything that's going on in the world, things are, for a long time, they were kind of bleak, where I live. And, we're feeling better, but then you hear this headline and that headline, and it just makes you think about stuff. And then you kind of slide into the same maybe feelings that you were feeling before. And the same thing happens in the markets, right? We have 2 3 days of upward movement, and the market's like, yay, right? Oh, everything's honky dory. And then we have 2 days down, and everybody's feeling blue again. And our job as investors, as people that are in the markets, is to try and brush that off. We can feel it, but we can't fall into deep despair, right? We can't let it close on us. We can't let us. If you need someone to go talk to a professional, to talk about your feelings, then go do that. Because if you bottle it up too much, then you make mistakes and you do things you shouldn't be doing. And maybe you get angry at your loved ones, or you snap at your friends, or, those kinds of things happen. It's happened to me in the past, where I was heavily trading and things were not going great. And then I get angry at, the kids, because they want to spend time with you and they want to play with you. And then, but you're stressed out about a trade, or stressed out about an asset that's going down. Right. So, I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to, but everybody, we're human, right? After all. And so I'm trying to share with you that if you're feeling these things, know that I am feeling them too. And it's okay to ask help. It's okay to express your feelings. It's okay to maybe talk with another trader, another professional, another someone, right? And so that's very, very important to remember. I didn't want to make this video when we were like at the bottom, right? Because I know that usually happens, that we recover off of the extreme fear in the bottom. But right now we had a little bit of light, and then suddenly we got the brakes. We got a stop sign, and that's when many people are like, I can't do this anymore, right? Because they felt suddenly a little bit of good, and then they get a stop, right? So that's why I thought that I would bring it to you today on this note. Okay. On that, I don't know if it's a somber note. It should be an optimistic note. That things will get better. Things, if you're feeling that way, okay. But you need to take care of it. I can give my words, but sometimes you need to give your words as well and express how you're feeling. Okay. Don't forget to smash the like button, drop a comment which studio you like better. Join the community, the Telegram group. And if you're interested in BY DFI as well, again, we have that competition going on. And we have, of course, the sign up bonus. So link is in the description down below inside my website. And so click on that and then you can get to BYDFI easy peasy. Remember, not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence before you decide to invest. Also, remember that I will never contact you on social media asking you to sign up to anything or send me any money. I won't DM you. I won't befriend you. Those are imposters. Please be very careful out there. I'm not on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Only my official accounts are here, and that's it. Okay? Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.